One more question from the workshop, and I like this one. It's a long one, so I want to read it exact for you. Why write? Why not plumbing, engineering, medical or law school, real estate, etc.? What's storytelling about? What's the itch writing scratches where other careers don't? Being a writer is such a brutal occupation, yet so many people are drawn to the craft. Are we all insane? Dan Kenney, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we are. I think for me personally, I've tried a lot of different things. I love stories and I love making things, and being an author helps me to do both. Like I get to make things and I get to tell stories. It's like two of my favorite things to do in the world. Like I said to you, I would be really happy just in a workshop making things out of wood all day, but I wouldn't quite be able to tell a story at the same time. Like it would be a little suffocating for me. So to me, making a book is similar. Like I get to in my mind think of how something will look and how something like what the finished product will be, not just physically, but like emotionally and how the story will work. And this idea that somebody could pick it up and read it and have an experience of it, golly, I don't, that's amazing to me. So, yeah, there's other things I could do that would be fun. And I'll probably this fall go back to teaching full time because my youngest son will be finally in school full time. And I'll continue to write books, and someday if like everything happened and I was, doing great and made a ton of money to make a really good living, then maybe I wouldn't teach full time. But I suspect that for me, I'll probably have to work full time and write on the side, which is I'm fine with. I'm fine with. I love it. I can do it like that just fine. There's some days where if I'm writing full time, I don't really get that much done anyways. So I think for me, to have it be that hobby for the rest of my life that generates some money, and I get to make these things that other people love to read, man, it's amazing. It's amazing.
One of the ironies for me is once I became a full-time stay-at-home dad and full-time writer when I'm not dadding, was that after about 6, 7 months, I started yearning to get back out there. I'm teaching these workshops. I'm doing these podcast things to get me out of the house and interacting with people, because that's where my stories are going to come from, is going out there and having experiences. And you can't have those just here in the cozy writing office with the Batman toys.
No, you're right. Like I was thinking about that. I don't know if I might teach this fall, and I don't know what I'll teach. Maybe it'll be math. And I thought if I do teach math, then it would give me an excuse to finally write the series I've always wanted to write, which would be kind of like Harry Potter meets math. I call it Ballymoon. It would be School of Mathematics and Magic. And I've got it sketched out. I've always wanted to read it and sometimes or write it, and sometimes I just need a really good excuse to write something else. And so if I was teaching math to a bunch of kids, that would give me a good excuse to write something else. So yes, I love getting out there and getting new material for books.